Might help you pass the time for a while.
Well, I got other things to do. I'm not interested.
Great Depressing Westerns. Feeling good today? Well, we can fix that. Okay, there's some good news and some bad news. The good news is, today we will look at some great westerns from the #1 genre out there. The bad news is that they are not the happiest examples, the best downers of the West. They are honestly, probably a more honest view of how the West really was. There are far too many for one video, so as usual, based on your reaction, I will follow up with more. Let me know what you would add. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel as well. I appreciate it. Let's get into it in chronological order. The Oxo Incident, 1943. It always helps set the mood by being a black and white movie. The noir shadow. Two drifters are passing through a western town when news comes in that a local farmer has been murdered and his cattle stolen. The townspeople, joined by the drifters, form a posse to catch the perpetrators. They find 3 men in possession of the cattle and are determined to see justice done on the spot. Everyone involved is changed forever. A bleak ending.
Daylight. Aren't you even going to tell us what we're accused of?
Rustling. Ever hear of it?
Party. This is only slightly any of your business, my friend. Remember that? Hanging's any man's business that's around.
He's asking us what every man is entitled to. A fair trial.
And before your maker, you got to stand. Nobody here can stand for you.
Pursued, 1947. Mitchum, in another life, was the king of noir. He really knew how to bring the darkness to his western roles. A boy haunted by nightmares about the night his entire family was murdered is brought up by a neighbouring family in the 1880s. He falls for his lovely adoptive sister, but his nasty adoptive brother and mysterious uncle want him dead.
I'm sorry, Jeb, for all the wrong I did you. Forgive me.
Yellow Sky, 1948. There's something about the remoteness and tension in this film. A pistol-packing tomboy and her grandfather discover a band of bank-robbing bandits taking refuge in their neighbouring ghost town. William Wellman said that Anne Baxter hated Gregory Peck on the set, but she never explained why. He warned Peck that Baxter would hurt him if they had to fight each other.
There you go.
Boy, I thought you was enjoying it.
To meet something.
Anxious to see you dead, Stretch, but we want that gold. And we want all of it. I've waited all my life to make a killing like this, and I'm not giving half my share to anybody.
The Furies, 1950. Not one of my favourites, but it fits the theme. A firebrand heiress clashes with her tyrannical father, a cattle rancher, who fancies himself a Napoleon, but their relationship turns ugly only when he finds himself a new woman. Final film of Walter Huston. He died before the film was released. The film cast includes 1 Oscar winner, Walter Huston, and 3 Oscar nominees, Judith Anderson, Beulah Bondi, and Barbara Stanwyck. Shane, 1953. Who doesn't love this one? From then until now, one of the best westerns. A weary gunfighter in 1880s Wyoming begins to envision a quieter life after befriending a homestead family with a young son who idolizes him. But a smouldering range war forces him to act. Van Heflin and Alan Ladd became firm friends during the making of the film. In later years, Heflin's wife said one of the very rare times she ever saw her husband cry was when he learned of Lad's premature death.
It's bloody. You're hurt.
I'm all right, Joey. You go home to your mother and your father.
Bad Day at Black Rock, 1955. Not a classic western, but a movie that follows the same tropes. A one-armed stranger comes to a tiny town possessing a terrible past they want to keep secret, by violent means if necessary. So many great characters. The projectionists' records have revealed that over the years, this has become one of the most frequently shown films in the White House's screening room.
Summer showrooms. For,
Why don't you give it a whirl? Might help you pass the time for a while. Well, I got other things to do. I'm not interested.
The Searchers, 1956. One of Wayne's best westerns ever. An American Civil War veteran embarks on a years-long journey to rescue his niece from the Comanches after the rest of his brother's family is massacred in a raid on their Texas farm. Considering the part of Ethan Edwards to be the best character that he ever portrayed on screen, and The Searchers to be his favourite film role, John Wayne named his youngest son, Ethan Wayne, in homage.
long as you live, don't ever ask me more.
You don't, Ethan. Ethan, no, you don't!
Stand aside.
Go searching way out there, his peace right away.
Lonely Are the Brave, 1962. In order to free his best friend, Paul Bondi, from jail, Cowboy Jack Burns gets himself imprisoned, only to find out that Bondi does not want to escape. Thus Burns breaks out on his own and is afterwards being chased in the mountains by Sheriff Johnson with a helicopter and jeeps. Not only does Kirk Douglas consider this his favourite picture, but his son Michael Douglas considers it his father's best work too. Douglas also flouted convention and caution at the time by performing his own stunts in the movie.
We got him. He's right below us. I'll climb down and get him.
He stood alone, towering over all who would hunt him down.
Lawman, 1971. A lawman from Bannock arrives in Sabath to arrest all the cattlemen whose wild celebration the year before resulted in the accidental death of an old man. This is considered to be one of Lancaster's best westerns, but is, in fact, one of the best westerns ever made. Ralph Waite, who played John Decker, one of the wanted men, later played the loving and nurturing father on The Waltons.
The killer is which side of the badge he's on. Burt Lancaster is the lawman. He carried the law. Sometimes he carried it too far. The lawman. He gave the West justice up to its neck. Then he rammed some more down its throat. Some people called him the Widowmaker.
High Plains Drifter, 1973. A gunfighting stranger comes to the small settlement of Lago and is hired to bring townsfolk together in an attempt to hold off 3 outlaws who are on their way. Shortly after this movie's release, Clint Eastwood wrote to John Wayne, suggesting that they make a western together. Wayne sent back an angry letter in reply, in which he denounced this movie for its violence and revisionist portrayal of the Old West. Eastwood did not bother to answer his criticisms, and consequently, they did not work together. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.